Hello, boys. My name is Yoshi1907, and you're watching my 100% blind playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, 2. Yeah, you heard that right. We're playing this on the Switch 1 game on the Switch 2 because we just can, and it saves time because faster loads. Anyways, in the last video we did water and fire and got all the items collected there. Now we must do air and lightning, which has pretty much the exact same control as last time. We need to go as fast as we possibly can. I'll use the same characters, of course, so we can go through this fast, and I'm getting to a point where I probably want to start doing Sheikah rune damage every time. That looks like it could be useful, honestly, if we do that right. So we're doing that, rupees, and this for battles we're not as worried about. But for battles we're worried about, we're gonna do this. Instead. And I know you're supposed to use these other characters, but it'll be fine. Also, this is another one that has a Divine Beast battle. We can just skip that and go to the regular battle. Very important that you choose just that, because if you do the full mission, then you have to actually do both. It takes quite a bit of time to do that every time.
The time-traveling Guardian contained records with a depiction of the four divine beasts. Seeing the...
Alright. Well, we're starting to get more of the fast load times that I'm expecting from Switch 2. You know, Switch 1 and I skipped that. They probably wouldn't have allowed us to go straight into the aim right away. Ooh, hang on. Where do we even start in this? We got split up. But Zelda starts right next to Koroks, so we'll go ahead and grab stuff with her. We have a lot more time this time around, probably. Yeah, we know a bit more about what we're doing, but it's just gonna be really hard to get all the stuff done, but still speedrun the aim fast enough. So we kind of have to rotate between doing certain things and whatnot. Okay, that was the chest. Every time we see the chest open and like see the items that are dropped. Oh, we have our full rod now. I thought we didn't have full rods before, but now we do. Okay, we need some electric key swings for something later, I think. And we could destroy this chest too. It's fast enough to grab that now, so why not? Our special attack charges a lot faster when being done that way. Oh, we do need to defeat a lot of key enemies too, so we can't always skip stuff. Alright, Link. I know we could have potentially skipped this part, but I want you to just go the rest of the way there. Zelda will get this Korok by blowing open this area. And now we have to defeat all the enemies here. This one's a lot trickier because we actually have to defeat dudes now.
I will fight for Hyrule. I have done it.
Okay, hey Link, go ahead and take out this enemy now. Fast. See what I mean? Those Octoroks just know you're coming. They can snipe you from like literally years away, and that's why Expert Plus Hair Whip is gonna be really tough. But I do have an advantage, Fiend. Remember what I said about the Fairy Tonic? Well, we can actually use that in that battle to give us a second hit. So instead of having one hit, and instead of losing, we have 2 hits. Because whenever a character would do their defeated animation, it just gets skipped. Because it's like, oh, you must have used a revive, right? So I assume that means you could just die nice before you actually die for real. Or once. Okay, let's use our special here. Now I know I have a little bit more time, we could pick and choose who to fight here. Our extra damage Master Sword is really helping us out with this battle. Okay, we have more than enough stuff. We should just focus on key swings now. If you're wondering why I'm taking out so many key sets for their wings, basically. Nice Fairy Rush. Okay, got that done. Alright. Thanks to the little one, ours can now board Valnaboris. So it's time to board Valnaboris and help out. That's Thunderblight. Everyone's least favorite Ganon. At least in Breath of the Wild, and still is in here. Personally, because of all the damage that's gone through, I hate Firebite more just because he can be more annoying, but Thunderbite is really fast and annoying, and I can see why people wouldn't like him. Oh, he has shoving clothes during this fight. So, yeah, I guess he's just as annoying, but to be fair, we did save up specials for this fight, so yeah, it was just as easy as any other battle so far. And there we go. Bam. Just like that, we're done. Alright. This is the part I'm most worried about. We didn't get a lot of stuff done here at all. Up top there. Alright. Give her this Fire Whiz Robe. Alright. Got him with the special. Bomb just in case there was a Korok, but I guess not. Okay, there we go. Finally got the item we were looking for. Oh, we already got this. I forgot that we even didn't mark it down. That's fine. That's the one chest we got, by the way, in the original playthrough. They're so far away. Okay. So this section is a lot like the one we did before, but it's even worse because we need to attack a lot more enemies to even get to the thing. Whereas before we could skip a lot of them, now we can't all of a sudden. Oh, thank goodness they actually opened the gates. I knew they would have to, because there's no other way we could physically get up here. So sure enough, in the very far corner of the map is where our stuff could be found. What a surprise! Another day, another magnesis chest we have to pull out of the ground to actually collect it. And then 2 more Koroks to collect here. I think the one that we already collected will be here soon. We can grab this chest at the same time as getting this Korok, by the way. So that'll be cool. Save time on. Alright. Now we need to mark all this down. Oh, this last Korok is really sneaky. You pretty much have to ignore the big bad and just go straight to grab the Korok instead. In fact, it might be the trolliest Korok location in the whole game that we've seen up to this point. So I've showed you guys a couple of Korok locations beforehand, but this really does take the cake for being one of the most annoying Korok locations ever. Oh wait, oh, this is the chest we already got. Yeah, we already got this one. Yeah, we could probably save a little bit of time by using Zelda here, so let's do that. We have a little bit of time to clear dudes, I guess, so let's do that. Alright, that cleared a bunch of them. By the way, guys, guess what's really chilly? We have to take out the Lino before we can actually grab this Korok. This might actually be the one I grabbed, though, already, because I figured something trolly might happen. It was like, watch a Korok be over here, and then there actually was. Now we got to face a white-maned Lino, which is the hardest Lino variety to take out in the game. Link needs to follow Zelda. I don't know why he's off on his own. Now we're on a weaker counter, it's gonna probably be a little trickier to get through these battles. We have to start somewhere. Okay, we got a little bit of healing, which is nice. Having the ability to just buy apples whenever you want could be useful, but we haven't really used it much because it's more like you get so many apples from battles already, and you technically can't even use that if you're doing the full speed run, because the speed run category I showed you or whatever, or the objectives are 100%. No speedrun category allows DLC, just so you don't have to go out of your way to purchase DLC to stand a chance at getting a fast run. It's basically their way of keeping stuff fair. So... oh yeah, I knew it. Okay, well, I guess it's before we actually go to the thing, but I just had to check. It is definitely one of the trollier Koroks, because you would think, oh, I'll just rush in and get this boss done with so we can get the battle over with. That's a trap, though. If you go too fast, you'll miss this Korok. Definitely, I could definitely see a lot of new runners that are trying to do a blind playthrough probably miss this. Oh, I did not want to do this right away. Well... so much for having specials. How in the world are we gonna get access to a satchel now? I was gonna use both of those here, actually. We also lost one anyway. That's still a pretty good stasis move there. May not be as great, but it's still good because if you're fast, you can get a lot of damage. Alright. Alright. Ooh, that was close. Remind me, just Zelda showing off to Rivali in the coolest way possible by single-handedly taking out this wind bite. Okay, that was weird. How did he survive? Oh, oh yeah, that's right. He retreats. I guess we did take him out. But yeah. Good job of you, Zelda. You just showed off to Rivali in the best way possible. Yeah, that's right. You do the Vine Beast battle after this battle, and that's when you actually take out that fight, is during that part. Okay, then. My own question is, what's going to happen if we need to power up characters all the way to level 78? We might need to. If that's the case, we could just wait to do DLC stuff a little later, but that's fine. I did say I would focus on getting the main 100% first before DLC stuff. Thankfully, every DLC mission in this game is marked with EX. Alright, you know what? Sod it all. We're gonna do this now. I'm not saying that in weird. That's my way of saying screw it all. We're just gonna do Herewith Trial Expert right off the bat and get it out of the way so we do not have to do it later. I think the only thing I'm gonna do really is just fuse weapons to maybe get this weapon even stronger. As if we don't already have a powerful enough weapon as it is already. Maybe we should fuse more stuff onto it. Oh, perfect. See, look, we got a little bit of extra damage on it by powering up to level 21. And it'll probably give us another skill later. I think we can have up to 6 different skills on it. And we can even stack different ones, too, so you can, like... Right now we are doing a balanced build, but you can have multiple different skills at once to create either a balanced build or aggressive build that relies on just one skill and make that weapon really powerful because of that. Alright. Okay, here's the most important part. I'm just trying to... Wait, I do stuff. Okay, we don't have to actually look at that, because... all we need is a Herewith Trial Expert, because during Herewith Trial Expert, there is a Krokorok we have to get, and that's why we have to go and get that when we get a chance. But first, what we're gonna do is we do need to cook in order to stand a chance this time, and the very first thing we're gonna do is actually give ourselves the Fairy Tonic. So the reason why we were saving fairies, well, this is why. You can use the Fairy Tonic for a unique effect saying auto revival once after KO. We get KO'd in one hit, so if we use this, theoretically, we should revive with 1 HP left and be fine. Okay, we need fish for this. We'll just look for whatever area has fish. Actually, we can see from the back end what areas have fish. Oh, it's the Zelfin trout. Okay, that's fairly easy to get. Well, that didn't take too long to get. Alright, let's try this again. Fairy tonic. This. And then the only other one we want is just any raw damage to make this go slightly faster. So, I guess best time now to grab this since we haven't used this yet. So this is our damage build. Our protection doesn't matter because, again, we die in one hit. So I think doing this build is probably the preferred. You can also stack your damage. You might be able to stack certain hour buffs, but you cannot stack auto revives because you can only use one of the same things. So the best you could do is get your Sheikah Rune damage even higher. But anyways, we want Sheikah Rune damages because, again, because of the way this battle works, we're just going to be spamming bombs and other items over and over and over again. And on top of it, we need to go out of our way to get stuff. We might be able to skip some stuff, though. But we also noticed there were some Octoroks everywhere. They are probably going to be our least favorite enemy. In fact, I'll go through so much as to, if my save state puts me at a weird point, we might have to do stuff differently. See, like, there's bow dudes now. I can't believe they would put... What a troll. You're trying to get a Korok by already going through a really hard mission. And they put the Octoroks right next to where you have to attain it. What a troll. What a flickin' troll. And they're still there. So frickin' sneaky. It's so hard to tell which ones are there, too, and which ones aren't there. So, yeah, pretty tough, actually. It didn't even get to show the fact, also, that there's a lot more weaker minions this time around. Before, there wasn't many. Now there is. So we have to start doing things a lot smarter. I think the smartest way of doing this is, you might have noticed, we do have weakness against some of them. Okay, these guys are just melee, so we can walk past them. That's an Octorok, so we're gonna have to bomb that out. Ah! There's a dude that was spitting stuff right next to me. Okay, well, we can go here first. Whoa! Again. Okay, these... I swear, these stupid Octoroks are gonna be the death of me, man. I pretty much have to keep going now. God darn it. I survived just barely. Yeah. I knew it. Well, now we've died once, we better quickly take a death. So we can have our second attack. Okay, good. It saves after each attack. Okay, that was a lot of freaking Octoroks. Way more than I ever expected to find. So we need to start by finding these guys and defeating them first. Oh, if we knock them into the dude, then we could probably take him out too. Nope. Instead, we're gonna get nursed. So now we have to take damage on purpose. I want to save at least one hit for the other dude, and the game does save your progress. So these first enemies, we pretty much have to take out one try. If we fail, we have to immediately reset and try again. See, I called that. these guys really are to me because they're just so freaking annoying. Like, the fact they hide around and then always seem to find a way to snipe you at the last second. You pretty much have to memorize where all those stupid Koroks are hiding and then hit them right away before they even get a chance to attack you in order to stand a chance of actually taking out these dudes. Okay, if I want to actually get this done, we need to wait a bit before we actually smash them. And there we go. That should have given us another autosave now. Now we just need to slowly inch our way forward and take out these dudes. Okay, I was ready for that. What a shocker. For Excerpt Plus, of course they gotta make the most annoying enemy be in this level, the Koroks. Like I said, they're gonna deaf if I don't do stuff. I was initially more worried about the bow people, but I'm not too worried anymore. I could we could get a chest during all this. Okay, this is the dude where we're gonna have to straight up use our items on. Because trying to deal with this guy, but also getting through other stuff at the same time is simply not going to work. So we need to just basically keep smashing him immediately. Alright, in between that, I'm gonna actually use this right away. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of this the normal way from here. You actually need to run backwards into him too, because when he does that attack, he's gonna go towards you. So this is how we're probably gonna end up taking out the big boss at the end. Alright. Oh, by the way, this is timed, by the way, too. So yeah, in case that wasn't annoying enough, we have to do this very fast as well. We still have some ice rod usage, though, so we'll try to use those. Again, probably best to just ignore everything. Because we're now close to the end, we're gonna pretty much ignore it. Ooh. Okay, I want to bait this guy over here. We need him to come over here if we want to have any chance of not having the other enemies also join in. The idea is we don't have them join in and we just fight him by himself. Lionel's already annoying enough on its own. Fighting him with some other enemies, probably gonna be impossible. So, this is where we're gonna use... Oh, great. That's the worst attack. And we lost our target midway through because we were too far away. Okay, that was bad. Ah! Oof, jeez. I almost thought that I messed up by a few times there. Okay, that was the dumb attack. Okay, that's a favorable hit pattern this time. Anytime they do one of those weaknesses, that gives you usually the best chance to fight them properly. Okay. One more ought to do it. But we could just bomb through this animation. Partially. Yeah, so the bomb gave us invincibility frames there. Okay, we'll use that for safety. These are definitely the best fights to use the ice rod and whatnot on. Because when you're trying to defeat them while just trying to avoid them every time, yeah, it's really annoying. So now you see why I wanted the Fairy Tonic. It was mostly just so that if I took a hit on one of these later battles for some reason, I could ignore it and keep going and still go on to finish the mission. It gives you a lot more leeway. Though it probably made it more annoying than anything, because like, if we actually took damage, but it was really early, we wanted to reset right away anyways, because I wanted to save those for in case we get stuck on the Hinox or the Lionel. but we ended up taking them out, and thank gosh we do not have to do this ever again, because that is definitely one of the trollier missions in the game. It's basically this game's version of All Attacks Are Deadly, but they made it way harder. Well, rather, they actually made it really difficult. And we got a mask, which gave us a bit of gratitude from the people of Akala. Oh, and another one.
You did well.
We got Monster Extract, so that's how we get Monster Extract infinitely, interestingly enough. We did get a couple of heart stuff appear on the map, too. I'm trying to look for wherever that last one went. Here it is. Increased heart for all characters. What does it require? Vazalfals. Okay, we need to find a Vazalfals somewhere. Can't find any. I guess we could have potentially cleared them in the other battle we did, but not really a good way of knowing. Anyways, glad we don't have to do that anymore. So now it's just going to be normal challenges from here, which means back to doing all the different stuff. I actually want to do ones that have specific missions if we can. And also, I feel like I don't really need to power up Link's weapon anymore, so to save time we should just start powering up each character one by one to level 70. And we should actually do it in the order of which characters we want to use in case we choose to use them for Blood Moon. So, we're just gonna do them in the order that they appear in, so... Divine Zimpa and Zelda will be first, and then the Divine Beast Guardian second. Hestu will probably be either skipped or be third, and then we'll just keep going down the line until every character has been powered up to at least level 70. It's gonna cost a lot of money, but that's the best way to power up your characters in the game, besides also trying to use them and do well in missions. Oh, we got this done. I didn't even notice we got it. We got quite a few stuff done, actually. Yeah, we better get our Terracoal opponents too, because Terracoal is usable in certain missions, and it would be nice to go back to those missions once we actually have Terracoal locked. And we just got more Terracoal components to get. Alright. Get that. What did we get here? It doesn't look like we got a Terracoal item there. Well, that was interesting. We just got a lot of thinking stuff done. Okay, that was smart. We actually did lose a lot of our Hydromelons there. Oh, we have no rupees. Alright, well, in that case, time to do a mission. We really do need to use these Rupeons as much as we can. Oh, okay, we skipped the material one, but that's fine. It's not like we really get many materials here anyway. Oh, there is Vizshuffles. We should probably clear as many of those as we can. So we might full clear this map, depending on how long it is. It is only a challenge battle, so it'll be shorter than just a regular story mission, but yeah. We're almost at 100 of those cleared, by the way. I think there's only 120 you're supposed to do, or something like that. I can't remember. I think we're at least halfway done, though. We're definitely halfway done with the quests, but to be fair, so many of the early ones you get done so easily. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Look how many! dudes there are. Oh my goodness. This is at least several dozen electricity dudes. We're not going to... Oh. This area is blocked off, apparently. We need to defeat this dude. Yeah, okay, now we can go on properly. I definitely wanted those more key swings, that's for sure. Clear all these Lucifers. Even if they don't drop what I need, we need their trophies from just defeating them. I'm just gonna special to get out of this. Now it looks like we probably shouldn't be stalling Lod, but, like, it's fine. We got a lot of key swings already. We don't need that many. We're mostly focused on getting Lucifers items, actually. That's a lot of electricity there. I'm just gonna bomb you away, if you don't mind. Oh gosh, now we have all the explosions in the world. Good, he froze. Which is good. I briefly got attacked, but then nothing happened. And these stupid Otroks have to come back immediately after that. Okay, good. We could go back and fight them now, but that could be that crazy. Oh, that was fast. This weak point didn't last that long at all. Wow. That didn't take long. I think we were really efficient with our clears there. We should have gotten a good amount of KOs there. On those Lucifers. I'm pretty sure Train Mission will have that, maybe. Maybe that will have what we need. And we're starting to get more levels. Since we're doing more powerful missions, we're also getting experience more quickly, which is giving us levels faster, which is good. Alright. We did lose quite a bit of stealth interest, so it's always nice to get those stuff. And there we go. That part's done. Ready for that. So, let's see if that was enough. I didn't check, actually, how many trophies I got from the Lucifers. Good majority of that were actually keys, so we might have to do another mission. Nope, we got it. Peace offering for Hyrule. It's the one we were targeting, and now we're going to do it. This is a good one. Increases arts by 2 for every single character, even new ones we get later. And we get a new recipe. Special attack charge rate by 12% now. Even more powerful weapon. Nice. I just realized if we look close at the challenge missions, that will tell us which ones have Koroks on them, which ones don't. Interesting. Hunting partners. Oh, this one's a tricky one. That one has a really massive level requirement for Rivali and Stu. We should probably get them upgraded then. Next. I said I would do the other level 70 first, but I decided against it. I'm pretty sure we'll have to use the monk at some point, so having them upgraded by hearts at least will help out a bit. Alright, there we go. You know what? I do want to do at least one cell set and not have it mess up. So remember that one strategy I said where we have to farm stuff for collection items? One of the best missions to farm for this is the Molduga sighting mission. Farm that with material plus and rupees plus, and you can get a lot of rupees much faster than if you had done any other mission. And you could combine it with damage too to make it better. So basically, if you do these two buffs, you don't really need much else. You can just kind of destroy the Molduga. And this is partly also why we've been powering up Link so much, because now this Molduga mission that initially scared us a bit is now even easier now, because we're getting to the point where we're really powerful now. I was a little worried because originally we took a lot of damage from these guys. They do a lot more damage than you think. But then, of course, you could always just, if you don't care about difficulty settings, you could just change the difficulty to easy, and that makes them not take as long. Okay. Oops, that was not the right one. Okay, you didn't do the super cheese move this time. As you can see, you can clear that mission in about like a minute, yeah. Get a good amount of rupees from it, from improving your rupee drops. But more importantly, you can get Molduga fins, and that's every single time you play that mission. And then you can just sell those items off for more rupees on top of that. I, however, probably will not be doing that because we might still need to do some quests, but later when we need quest stuff, we can just start selling those for rupees. I think there's also a specific spot you can sell them to. But yeah, you basically just go to sell. And certain characters will pay more for them. Okay. Just like that, we got that done. There we have. There we have the end of the episode. I mostly did that to show you guys how we're going to be grinding rupees in the future. If we need to ever grind up to a lady. It's just going to be doing a bunch of Balduca battles until you have enough to then sell for a massive amount of money. Other than that, I still feel like I stand true of my word of I'm not doing as much grinding off camera, because I don't think you need to. You might be able to get a good amount of stuff done without doing that. If that's the case, then it's going to make the 100% go way faster, but yeah. I'm not going to talk about that because we are ending this episode here. We're just going to save again because I don't care. I'd rather be safe than sorry, as they say. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.